Welcome back to another KKP episode. So, crew, now we're gonna do what is called the king of all. Well, the king of all weapons is usually called the spear, but because it's cheap, easy to make, and has a lot of reach. But we're gonna do to the long weapon family. The long weapon family is longer than your leg, or to the chest area, or something like that. So, but we're gonna do a staff, and this is my favorite weapon.
Oh, is it really?
All-time favorite weapon. So one of the things is the twirling and all that stuff. It's fun. Do that stuff. But if you're ever gonna use it in a combat, don't do that shit. Right? Because it's fun to familiarize with yourself, spinning it, all that stuff. I think it's very important to make the weapon feel like it's just part of you. But when you're gonna use it, forget all that fancy stuff. You know, you don't do this with your gun. and then shoot like this. Shoot like no, just go hit, quick, bam, right? Same effect. Weapons are weapons. Weapons are things. Now, the benefits of weapons. Benefits of these guys. I mean, my brother, what do you think?
Well, one, you're dealing with a 6-foot pole here, so distance. And it's interesting because sometime you'll see that you'll be in close and you have to really, once again, negotiate the length of the pole. And so, moving around, understanding how to move, using the extension, the long end, or the yin-yang grip in the center, and stuff like that. So I think there's a tremendous amount of benefits. And also, when you're using the center, your body is learning how to actually use a driving mechanism in your striking versus just hitting.
Mm-hmm. There's two ways to use a pull. Defensively, which is you doing this, right? And offensively, which is you're using the length. Now, with poles also, you want to use, if you're in a small area, one of the biggest, baddest things about poles is you just pull stick the mofo all over you, right?
What's a mofo?
New technique.
Chinese? All right, so you're up.
Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do is what is called the dragon grip, right? There's several different grips. Yeah, the motorcycle, the horse grip, butterfly grip, left grip, right grip, and I don't know, baseball grip. Anyway, but what we're gonna do is, for instance, he is at my door. There's a broomstick right there, and he wants to come in. What I'm gonna do is make sure there's this stuff, and then he goes in. I'm just gonna go bam, 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 bam. No, what I'm doing is, my right hand's barely moving, and all it's doing is this is my crosshair. So my right hand's crosshair, left hand comes in. Bam. Here. We're not gonna do this. Okay? You'll lose your pull. What we're gonna do is this. Now, for better penetration, you could twist it. Bam. It hurts like heck. Right? You could do it on the other side too if you prefer, here and here. So the biggest thing is you keep them outside your door. Your door is a great natural barrier, so you could just plug away. It's such an amazing, I hope I don't have to show you that much stuff, but just learn where you're gonna go. So I would like, you guys go in your backyard, or if you have a backyard or something or whatever, or somebody you don't like, and and you just go touch, touch, touch. Notice my left hand is the one just doing that, and my right's going here. That's an easy one. The other ones is when you start spinning it. It has better penetration into the organs, right? And of course, if it's kind of pointy, even more direction. So if I have this, I can use it like this. He comes in, I would go here, stomach, or that could stop him, or just go straight up. Now if you're gonna go up, and you're gonna bring it close to always bring it to your hip. Wham! So, wham, wham, right? It's extremely painful. I've been hit by those.
And notice when he was driving up that he was in a stable stancing position that he can continue to drive through something
right.
versus being up on one leg or something like that.
I did find that weapons is the source of doing these really low stances, because you need low stances for weapons, right? Because you have an extra weapon that you're trying to keep in control while using it effectively. So, but when people get rid of them and they're still in these long stances, I don't get it. it's getting old too.
I think that's what it is. Because if we were 25, we'd be like, yeah, you want to go, and this is what you want to do. It's like, why aren't you guys doing that?
Oh, those were the days. Anyways.
I know I heard someone goes, yeah, this friend of mine said, when you start getting, people in their 50s just they're lazy when they don't want to work out. I go, no, people in their 50s are just old. It's just a whole different animal. Okay, so what I'm going to approach is holding a center grip this way, right? So, and Master Ron called it a right-left grip. I'm gonna call it a yin palm up, yang palm down. Okay. So, and so if the SOB throws me a left, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step here and come around, right? Now, watch out, SOB. Now, what I like about that grip, it's right, and then I'm right there. So if he throws, right, and I go 1, 2, right, there he is right there, and there he is right there. Okay, so I like that concept. Is it the most deadly? No, but if you notice that he was off balance with each strike, right? And you can adjust the angles, but I like that concept. So one more time, if he goes here, boom, I am right there, right? And if I want to, I'm gonna change it right there. Now look, shift, right? There I am right there, and there I am right there. So what I like about when you practice the way that my brother and I have been telling you, then there's so many accesses and points of entry to your strike. But to keep it simple, if you guys are practicing this at home with us, you go 1, then 2. Once again, apparently I like the Moodoo Labla, got it. 1, right? And then he's there. Now let's say if he go ahead and put your hands up to protect your face, right? There I am right there. So within the circle of movement, you always have a target. Here's what I've learned. You can't protect everything. Right? Not if we're this close. And then if you try to move back, I have a 6-foot stick in my hand. So when you're playing, one more time, once again, for those who are following us at home, boom, 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 right? And then kick, and then strike. I don't know, I did something, I don't know what it was.
I mean, that's great.
So the objective is as you're playing with these, understand how to control the body. Right? Now, let's say if you don't want to stand there, then you do it this way. Here, boom. And now I'm in a different position as me right there. Okay? So just fun, play with the concept. Because the objective is, now how would I use that in hand to hand? Like my brother said, you're going to have to use a little common sense knowledge here. So in this case, I will go 1, 2, right? And now I'm here, I can drop them and hit them that way, right? Right? If I want to challenge myself, then how would I use, then I would go here. This hand he doesn't see, right? So there's so many ways you can kind of play with this and chop it up and get a partner and practice this.
Right, and your pull, actually, the weapon forces you to learn it.
Yeah.
Because where your hands go here, and it goes like, oh, my left hand's going here. What you did was great. It's like, bam, oh. Right. So without it, oh, okay, I could do that too. All these things, all the little bits. It's really awesome. Now, the other thing I actually kind of forgot is the other one says when you're twisting like this, you could always just hit. Remember, you can hit this way, half circles, hit, and then half circle this way, here. So for what I was thinking about, so before I forget. But my favorite, my thing, spear is also awesome. But remember, weapons is what made us the most dominating species on this planet.
Yes.
Okay, it's not how cool our hands are, it's the weapons.
Yes. Because weapons change everything.
Weapons is the great equalizer for everything.
On that note, we're going to salute out at this point. And see you next time.
Stripper pulling.
Exactly.
Monkey.
Yeah. So keep practicing and try these things. Remember, get a workout partner. To do what we do, you'll need a workout partner. You can practice these things in the air, but there's a different translation. There's a different translation once you have a partner, right? Because I can do this motion here and be awesome.
Sorry.
We gave him Gates of Heaven tea.